At just 15 years old, a devastating accident changed Irene Diamond's life forever, leaving her paralyzed at the time. But her determination to move again became the beginning of an incredible journey, one that would lead her to develop a new approach to helping others. Now she's taking the Diamond method to people around the world. Irene, thanks for being here at Live in the Bay.
Thanks, Jessica. I'm excited.
Yes, what a remarkable journey for you. And, you know, before we get to the Diamond method and everything that you are doing with that, let's start a little bit about your journey. So, you know, take me back to the time of the accident and kind of how that ended up transforming your life.
So when I was 15, I used to be an acrobat. I'd go and do flips and throws and things like that. And I did have a tragic acrobatic accident where I fell and landed directly on my head.
Wow.
I was completely paralyzed. I could breathe and I could talk, but I couldn't move and I couldn't walk. And luckily, the person whose shoulders I had been standing on was an anesthesiologist and knew not to move me.
Wow.
They took me to the hospital, and I spent the next 64 days laying flat on my back in a hospital bed. You could probably see the little holes in my head where I actually had a halo traction. So I had 50 pounds pulling me one direction and 75 pounds pulling my spine the other direction. And I ended up with spinal surgery. And then I had to learn how to rehab and move all over again.
Yes, and today you are walking. You obviously went through a lot through this journey to get you to this point today. And one of the things that you ended up doing was founding San Francisco's first wellness center. You know, tell me about that journey of the experience that you went through and what made you want to develop that and launch that.
Good question. So I never thought I would actually be a manual therapist. My degree is in movement and dance therapy, and I was in chronic pain. I had, luckily I had an experience where I had a manual therapist come and work with me on my neck. But I would suggest to them, this is still when I was a kid, and say, you know, could you just hold here? Can I just move my head? Luckily, they listened to what I wanted to do, and it started to give me pain relief and increased mobility. Well, I didn't really know what I was doing at the time. I kind of forgot about it. Went through high school, ended up going to college and getting my degree. And then my first job out of college was as the sports and fitness director for American Hawaii Cruises. Well, that was when fitness programs on cruise ships was an aerobic class and ping pong and maybe a shuffleboard. So I realized there was a need for people to really be able to stay fit while they're on cruises.
Yeah.
So I came to San Francisco to start C-Fit Tours, which, as far as I know, is the first travel cruise fitness business. And I would take people on tours all over the world, and we'd have fun, and I would lead these fitness programs, and I'd bring massage therapists and aerobic instructors and all of that on the cruise ships. But this was before crowdsourcing and funding, and I had no money to start this business. So a friend of mine said, why don't you learn how to do massage? Because I would unofficially massage people if they were in pain.
Yeah.
And I would always be working on my own neck, so that was great advice. I went to school, got my massage certification, so I could do 1 or 2 hours of massage while taking that money and funding it and building the travel business.
Yeah, you developed the Diamond method. I know you wanted to do a demo and show because it is all about movement-based pain relief. So you were going to show an example kind of right here. Can you show me that?
Well, you know how everybody's forearms are sore from computers and phones and things like that?
Yeah.
So typical manual therapy, the client receives the manual pressure from the therapist.
Yes.
So relax your arm for a minute.
Okay.
I'm going to hold, and instead of me doing the movement, you're going to do the movement. So your arm turns up and down. So your brain now is getting a completely different signal because you're doing the movement rather than passively receiving it.
Wow.
And so the work works faster.
Yeah.
It's more comprehensive, it's longer lasting. You're in control, you're driving, so there's less nervousness or hesitation. Lots of times if somebody is passively receiving, they're sitting there thinking, uh-oh, and they tend to tense up.
Yeah.
Well, you're doing the work.
Yeah.
I'm facilitating, I'm guiding, and it's all about awareness.
Yes. Irene, if anyone is watching right now and maybe they've had some pain that they've been experiencing, what is the best way that they can work with you?
Well, they can come and see me in my San Francisco clinic. I do have other therapists there as well. And then I've been taking the Diamond method into corporations. So we've been doing corporate well-being and wellness programs, and now into hospitality and the luxury spa market.
Yeah, well, thank you so much for sharing your journey with us and everything that you have experienced to build this and continue with it to help other people. We really appreciate you.